everybody has beliefs that they believe, but don't say, and then beliefs that they say, depending on the crowd that they're with. And that's such a great lesson for my kids to understand, because sometimes they see me on screen. Sometimes they see me in private. Sometimes they see me talking to mom. Sometimes they see me not telling mom the truth because I don't want mom to have a bad day, because if mom has a bad day, I'm going to have a bad night.
Whoa, say more. So wait. Does your wife know that you deploy that tactic?
For sure.
And she's like, word, sanctioned.
Correct.
I'm here for this.
Correct. Because she knows that there are things that are triggers for both of us. And you know what's a trigger for Lisa. Yes. Lisa knows what's a trigger for you.
Yes.
If you participate in triggering activity 15 minutes before bed, everybody's pissed.
Okay.
So we just avoid the trigger, or we dampen down the trigger, or we just find a different topic.
Now, I will for sure delay reporting something to my wife. So we have a rule, like on the weekends, I'm not going to bring up anything stressful. So I'll set an alarm. I'll remember to tell you on Monday. But the number of nights, certainly in our early marriage, that I ruined by being honest with her and would do over and over and over, and is the thing that I advise to people, because if the person doesn't believe that they can trust what you say, there's going to be a time we have to cash that chip to their benefit. Like, so the easy one is, I will tell my wife, like, you look beautiful, right? As she gets older, and I'm like, hey, I think you look stunning. And then she's going to have an insecure moment. Oh, well, I used to be, more attractive when I was younger. And it's like, I have been honest with you every time, when it was hard, when it ended a fun evening. So why do you think I would suddenly lie to you now? And because of that, she can feel the full weight of that positive thing. It's interesting. I have a real thing about that.
Well, I don't mind whatever your thing is, right?
I don't mind it. Don't make me do it, Tom. But I don't mind it.
My wife and I have something that we call hard conversations.
Yes.
It was just something that, again, the agency instilled in us, because when you're actually at the pointy end of the spear, in a field operation, in a marriage, in a business, there are times you have to have the hard conversation. But if you can have a hard conversation at a time where there's space and energy, that the hard conversation will have a productive outcome, you can always defer the hard conversation to the right time. Having the hard conversation at the wrong time, just because you want to have it at that time, isn't taking into account the progress of the outcome. It's just taking into account what you care about in that moment. So with my wife and I, especially knowing her anxiety issues and her challenges with depression, understanding that my wife is thinking about 10 things at any given time, chances are at least 5 of the 10 things she's thinking about is shit I should be thinking about, but I'm not smart enough to think about it at that moment. Do I really want to interrupt her right now at this moment with the thing that I believe to be important right now? I can also just ask her, like, hey, I wanted to have a conversation about XYZ. I don't want to trigger you. Is now a good time, or should we save it for the morning? Kind of like what you were saying now. I'm not saying ignore it. I'm just saying strategically deploy when you have the hard conversation. Because to your point, over time, we all remember when somebody tells us the truth. But moment to moment, we very rarely ever value that this moment in time is when you tell me the truth. It's something that accrues.
I see it slightly differently. So there is I don't know what's on your mind and you're not bringing it up. I'm okay with that. Now you're asking them to carry a burden, but fair enough. It's my birthday or it's a weekend and I've been really stressed. Yes, I want you to carry that burden and wait until Monday. But like I told my wife this morning, she literally came to me and said, there's something I want to talk to you about, but it's stressful. Is now a good time? And I'm like, once you tell me you have a stressful thing, you just have to tell me. Yeah. So either bite your tongue, hold it till later, or just come out and say it. So I was like, yeah, just tell me right now, whatever the stressful thing is. But I would not want her to lie about it. So if I ask and let's say there's the world's most stressful answer, and I was foolish enough to ask about it at a time that is absolutely just not the time to talk about it, I would expect her to say, look, I have an answer to that. I think it's gonna be super stressful. We're about to go to bed. Why don't we talk about it in the morning? And then I have a choice to say, okay, look, I need to know. Just tell me now. Or I can be like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go to bed. But I wouldn't want her to be like, oh, no. It's all good. Nothing on my mind. You're good. Go to bed. That I would not like, because then I won't trust it the next time.
Okay. It's fair. I would say it probably happens that what you just described happens probably 1,000 times a day to every average person, where we know we're being lied to. I will also say that there are different types of lies. So there's a difference between someone who knows exactly what they're feeling and then lies and says, don't worry about it, versus the person who knows they're feeling something, but hasn't yet processed what they're feeling. They just know they're upset. And then they say, don't worry about it. It's nothing, right? There's two different categories of lie there, arguably, because they're both the intent to deceive. Only one is deceiving something specific. The other is deceiving something that is generalized. And there's benefits. Again, I believe in secrets. You're probably not surprised. I believe in lies.
Yeah. No, it's very interesting.
So fresh on me.